This is the Primal Zen Suede from Lems. And unlike a lot of other barefoot shoe reviewers out there, this is not a first impression video. This is not a video after 1 or 2 days of wear. I've been wearing this as my primary shoe for the past 6 months. So this shoe is a step less minimal than their more popular flagship Primal line. At the time I bought these, the Primal 2 was their flagship minimal shoe, and they've recently released the Primal 3. This comes in at a thicker stack height, but still promises the same ultra wide width that the Primal has. I bought these in my normal size. I'm typically a size 10, and these fit great without insoles, although if you were planning to wear them with insoles and they do have really nice cork insoles, you probably will want to size up. Ultimately, what drew me to this model is its funky colorway. Look at how there is blue, there's beige, there's yellow, there's a bit of purple. And Lems, if you're watching this, please give us more colors. Because I understand that with your other lines like the Mesa and the Trailhead, there's a lot of nice colors in there, but unfortunately they're not zero drop and they're in the narrower last. The upper itself is mostly suede, except for this sort of plastic protection on the sides of the heels, and on the back here, the yellow is like this plastic rubber. It does have these ventilation holes, and I've worn this on really hot Sydney summers and they have held up just fine. No sweaty feet at all. And yes, ideally you do need to take care of suede technically and you're not supposed to get it wet. I've worn this on some light rain and light showers and they've held up just fine, and this is what they look like after 6 months. It's a zero drop sole with an 11mm stack height. It still rolls up, but not as easily as the Primal line and nowhere near as flexible as something from more minimal barefoot brands like Vivo Barefoot. The sole has a more aggressive tread than something like the Chillum sneakers, so in theory this should work pretty well for light hikes. And I know for a fact that there are a few videos on some other YouTube channels where they've taken this shoe hiking. For me though, I haven't, because it's a white sole and I wanted to make this more of an everyday city sneaker and I didn't want the hassle of getting these shoes dirty. So as an everyday city shoe, like taking this on your commute or even going on some 10,000 to 15,000 step walks, I have found this to be my go-to shoe. I know some people won't like the thicker stack height, and I think that's okay because this is sort of a category on its own. You could either treat this as a barefoot transition shoe if you're still trying to move from those super thick soles into a more minimal shoe, or you can just stop at this level, and this is sort of where I'm settling. This balances flexibility, mobility while still keeping my feet happy. And it still has that ultra wide toe box. Also, even if it's a more colorful shoe, I haven't had any problem matching this with any outfit, just because I guess blue and beige is a pretty neutral color that goes with mostly everything. Now, despite a fairly large barefoot shoe collection nowadays, I'm still finding myself reaching for this shoe when I'm not really thinking of what to wear. And that's probably the best endorsement that I could make. Now, how does this wear after 6 months? I think they have aged extremely well. The suede has held up perfectly. The tread's still in pretty decent shape, given I've probably put in hundreds of thousands of steps in these. And they're just as comfortable as when I first got them, maybe even more comfortable because the leather has had time to break in. So if you'd like to check this shoe out, I have lots of links in the video description. Thanks Lems for sending me these shoes, and I'll see you next time.